Welcome back to Vintage Cars Ireland, and today is hopefully our final day of working with the MX5 before our NCT test. If you're not from Ireland, an NCT is a car safety test that inspects all of your car's safety features. We've done a full restoration of the MX5 so far, which included all of the welding on the rear arches, painting the car, installing new suspension, and installing new brakes and pads all around the car. This is the final 24 hours before the car's test, and with the amount of work still left to do, I honestly wasn't sure if we would get everything done. I'll show you throughout the video some of the most important jobs that we need to get done today. So first up, obviously a strong handbrake is very important, but especially for passing the NCT. So because we replaced those rear calipers, we also had to readjust the rear handbrake. So here we're just making sure that the handbrake wasn't sticking after adjusting it. Now, because MX5s are so prone to rusting around the rear arches, I underseal them to protect them from future damage. To bring out the paint a little bit more and to make it a bit glossier, I gave it a quick wet sand and a polish. I also fitted the front inner arches to protect the car further from rusting. This took quite a bit more time than I was expecting, as many of the clips had broken, seeing as it is a 32-year-old car. We were roughly 6 hours into the day at this stage working on the MX5, and even though we got a lot done, there was still plenty to do before the NCT test. It's quite nice to see the car shaping up after seeing it cut up and the poor condition that it was in since the beginning of the restoration. So I'm not 100% happy with the paint job. From far back it looks great, but if you look closer, there are some paint runs here, so I'm going to wet sand that down and touch up the paint in the future. We are on to the final push now, and we're just checking all the bolts and auxiliaries are tight beneath the car and finishing our final checks. One of the final jobs I got done around here at the back of the car was to fit the license plate and the badges. At this stage, we were on our 11th hour at the car, but due to the time pressure we're under, we just had to stay going and to finally have everything done. We're approaching the end of the day and we're just wrapping up our final job here, which was to fabricate a new battery bracket to secure the battery to the car. This is another common issue with MX5s and can actually cause your battery to become loose while you're driving. I was really glad to be at this stage and to be approaching the end of the MX5 restoration after a long and demanding project. We were exhausted by the end of the day as we put in 13 hours of work, but I was really happy to be nearing the end of the project. And finally, the time had come to take the MX5 for its NCT test. I was feeling confident, but at the same time, with the sheer amount of work in such a short amount of time, there may be something that we overlooked and that the car could potentially fail on. Due to filming restrictions, I will not be able to actually show the NCT test being carried out on the car. So skipping to the result that the MX5 got in the NCT, if you look at the right side of this sheet, you will see what the car passed on and what it failed on, which was an imbalance in the handbrake and license plates. This was because the font that I have on these plates should be bigger to pass. So we're going to have to get those changed. So I'm going to have to take the car home, unfortunately, and get these issues sorted before we can retest it. Not the result I was hoping for, but look, They're two things that can be easily fixed, so not the worst outcome at the end of the day. Thanks so much again to anyone who tuned in today to watch this video, and please like and subscribe as we will have some very exciting videos coming up in the future. Thanks again.